Hello, my name's Nigel Griffiths. I work in the Advanced Technology Centre in the UK, part of IBM Europe. In this technical hands-on movie, we're going to look at partition mobility that's now available on the Power 6 machines. This is where we can get a logical partition to move from one machine to another machine. These logical partitions can be running the latest copy of AX 5.3, AIX 6, or one of the Linux on Power distributions. This is the configuration of the machines that we're going to use in this demonstration. On the right hand side we have a DS4700 supplying us with a LUN via the SAN switch. This LUN is available to the virtual I/O server on both machines, and the virtual I/O server will present this as a virtual disk to the logical partitions that it's hosting. In this case we have a partition called P01 and it's running AX 5.3 maintenance level 7. The virtual I/O server is also presenting this logical partition with a virtual network. So P01 has a virtual disk and a virtual network to do all its I/O to and from via the virtual I/O server. We have a hardware management console that's connected to these two machines. The HMC is used to control the actual machine, to control the configuration of the logical partitions and the virtual I/O servers. And I'm actually using my ThinkPad to access the HMC remotely. So here we have the HMC for my two Power 6 machines. I've clicked over here the custom groups and all partitions, so I've got all the partitions on these two machines, but I've then selected a start with filter here, so I'm only displaying the logical partitions that start with the word demo. That eliminates the other 20 or so logical partitions we have on this machine, because these are the ones I want to concentrate on for this demonstration. Now we have two VIO servers, VIOS 00 and VIOS 04 on these two different machines. This is the server name here. We call them DI and NAG, and the 8F and the 7F are part of the serial number to make sure we understand which machine we're on. We're also running this logical partition here called P01, which is the one we're going to move between the two machines. At the moment it's on this machine called NAG7F. I've already selected this logical partition, so we got the menus up in here, and so we can go for operations, mobility, migrate. That'll give us up a series of panels that we'll work through to decide what we actually want to do. First thing it says, are you really sure that this is the right partition you want to migrate? So we're on the NAG7F machine and it's the logical partition here called demo P01. That's what we want to do, and we want to do an active live migration, so we'll select next. Now it says when we get to the target machine, it wants to create a new profile for this logical partition, which is going to be